Very, very good morning to all of you, friends. Welcome back. Further, I requested you guys to revise what I have discussed in the previous 3 sessions of marginal costing. I gave you guys few questions as homework also, so I hope you guys have revised everything. So now, good morning, Josh. Good morning, Khushi. Good morning, Mujahid. So now today is the last session of of this batch of mine. And today is the last session of marginal costing. So whatever the queries you have, you guys can put up your queries on marginal costing. Further, I'll be taking few more questions and a case study. So let's start with few more questions and few more concepts. So I request you guys to please download the notes what I have provided over the portal. I'll be taking a question from the notes what I have provided. I request you guys to open question number 10 from the material what I have provided. I will, don't worry. I'm discussing question number 12 from the 10 from the material what I have provided. I just want you guys to at least read the question on your own once, and then we will start approaching for the solution. So giving you 2 minutes time to read everything, and then we will read and we will start the solution. Question number 10 from my material. Question number 10. This is question number 10. I request you guys to read the question and then we will start with the solution. So let's start with question number 10, wherein XY So let's start with question number 10, wherein XY Limited makes two products, X and Y, whose respective fixed costs are F1 and F2. You are given that the unit contribution of Y is 1/5 less than the contribution of X, and the total of F1 and F2, that is the fixed cost of product X and fixed cost of product Y, the total is 1,50,000. That the break-even point of X is 1800 units. For break-even point of X, F2 is not considered, and anyways we will not be considering. And that 3000 is the indifference point between X and Y. See, they have given the explanation also wherein X and Y makes equal profit at 3000 units volume. So here in indifference point means the point where both product X and product Y earns the same profit. There is no inventory built up as whatever is produced and sold. You are required to find out the values of F1 and F2 unit contribution of X and Y. So the question is asking us to calculate the unit contribution, that is per unit contribution of X, that is contribution per unit of X, contribution per unit of Y, fixed cost of X and fixed cost of Y. This is what the question is asking us. What say, guys? You guys want to try it, or should I solve it on my should I solve it directly? Or you guys want to attempt this question? It's a very good question. Examiner do ask these types of question. So you guys want to attempt, or should I solve this directly? Mehak, it is incorrect. Yes, guys. Do you guys want this question to attempt at least once? Mehak, the answer is incorrect. Giving you 2 to 3 minutes time to just at least try to solve this question on your own. Very good, Mehak. Appreciate your efforts. Still, just give me a minute's time. I'll just check out if I can, let me complete the solution. Make it a habit that whenever you find a new question, at least attempt it. It will help you to prepare and perform exam in the exams in a better way. Because there is no end of marginal costing, examiner can ask anything, guys. At least try and attempt this question. Mehak tried solving this. Let me check the answer, Mehak. I'm not sure your answer is correct or incorrect. So let's start with the solution now. See, you have to read the question step by step, and then when you find these types of question, again, as I said, there is no end of marginal costing. Examiner can ask anything. So you have to read the question step by step and then start with the solution. So herein, let's start with question number 10. Now herein it is given that the contribution of product Y is 1/5 less than the contribution per unit of X. So let's say that contribution per unit of X is CX. Therefore, contribution per unit of Y will be how much? 1/5 less than CX. Therefore, it will be 4/5 of CX, or we can say it is 0.8 CX. So if the contribution per unit of X is CX, then the contribution per unit of Y will be how much? It is 1/5 less than the contribution of X. So CX minus 1/5 less than the contribution of X. So it will be 4 divided by 5 CX. So it will be 0.8 CX. This is the first data that is given in the question. Very good, Mujahid. Give me some time. I'll be discussing this question also. Don't worry. Now, further, the next point that is given in the question is F1 plus F2 is equals to 1,50,000. Further, that the break-even point of X is 1800 units. For break-even point of X, F2 is not considered. So break even point of X is 1800 units. Now see, the formula for break even point is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. We have 3000 units as break even. The fixed cost of X will be how much? See, F1 plus F2 is 1,50,000. So F1 will be equal to how much? 1,50,000 divided by contribution per unit. That is contribution per unit of X is CX. So we will equate this. So this will be 3000 CX is equals to 1,50,000 minus F2. Or we can say F2 is equals to 1,50,000 minus 3. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Mujahid, how come you got this answer? Can you please post it? Your answer is correct. Yes, see, this much I have done. Now, see, I'm just giving you a hint that at 3000 units, at 3000 units, at 3000 units, their profit will be same. We have F1 is equals to 1,50,000 minus F2. And at 3000 units, the indifference point is 3000 units. So now at least try to attempt half of the question I've already solved. So at least try to attempt this question now. It's a hint now that, see, we have contribution of X, contribution of Y. We have fixed cost of X and fixed cost of Y. At least try to solve this question. Prepare an equation and try to solve this question. Giving you 2 to 3 minutes time. Just make it a habit to solve the questions on your own. Indifference point is the point where they both earn same profit. So see guys, indifference point is 3000 units. The point where both products earn same profit. And how we will calculate profit? Profit is equals to contribution minus fixed cost. So at indifference point, both the products will earn same profit. So now see, let's say contribution per unit of X is CX. So we can say 3000 into CX will be the total contribution of X. This will be what? Total contribution of X minus fixed cost of X is what? F1. F1 is equals to how much? 1,50,000 minus F2. And F2 is what? 1,50,000 minus 3,000 X. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second, guys. Admin sir, just can you please put up a break for a minute? 1 second, I have to go somewhere. So fine, let's get back to this question. So herein the contribution per unit of X is Cx, contribution per unit of Y is Cx minus 1/5 of Cx. So herein F1 plus F2 will be 1,50,000. Herein break-even point of X is 1800 units. So break-even point is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. I think I did a mistake here. We can solve it in two ways also. So break-even point is equals to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So we have 1800 units. Now fixed cost of fixed cost of fixed cost of product X is F1 and fixed cost of product Y is F2. So we can say break-even point is 1800 units. Break-even point of X is 1800 units. The fixed cost of X is F1 divided by contribution per unit of X is Cx. So we can say F1 will be equal to 1800 Cx. Now see F1 plus F2 is equals to 1,50,000. So F1 is 1800 Cx plus F2 is equals to 1,50,000. So F2 is equals to 1,50,000 minus 1800 Cx. So F1 we have is 1800 Cx and F2 is equals to 1,50,000 minus 1800 Cx. Now see, let's get back to the indifference point now. So it is contribution of X will be how much? 3,000. See, at indifference point, both the products will earn same profit. So see herein at indifference point 3,000 units, both the products will earn same profit. So 3,000 into contribution per unit of X. This is how we will get the total contribution minus fixed cost of product X. So fixed cost of product is X is how much? 1800 Cx. Similarly for product Y also, the units are 3,000 into the contribution of Y. Contribution of Y will be how much? 0.8 Cx. This is what the contribution of Y minus fixed cost of Y, that is F2. F2 will be how much? 1,50,000 minus 1800 Cx. So let's solve this equation. So this will be 1200 Cx, 2400 Cx minus 1,50,000 plus 1800 Cx. So this will be 1200 Cx is equals to so contribution of X will be 50. Therefore, contribution of Y will be how much? 0.8 of Cx. So that will be 40. So once the contribution of X and Y is calculated, we can easily calculate F1. See, here in F1 is equals to 1800 CX. So 1800 into 50. So contribution of X will be fixed cost of X will be how much? 90,000. Therefore, F2 will be how much? 1,50,000. 1 second. 1,50,000 minus 90,000. That is 60. So the key point was the indifference point. That is the point where both the products will earn same profit. So this is the way we have to solve this question. If you guys have any doubts or queries, you guys can please post your queries. Yes, Mehak, any doubts? Visual, Anil? Actually, instead of 1800, I took 3000 by mistake. So that's what the problem was. Yes, Mujahid, any doubts? Gabbar Thakur, Pooja, any doubts? Ankita? I request you guys to copy the solution, please. See visual. You're talking about this one, right? So see, at indifference point, the number of units are how much? 3,000. 3,000, they both earn same profit. So units into contribution per unit, we will get the total contribution. So units is 3,000 and contribution per unit is what? CX. So this will be 3,000 CX. I hope it is clear now. Visual. Any doubts? Yes, Gabbar, Mujahid, Khushi, anyone with any doubts or queries? Now let's proceed further with the next question. I gave you guys homework question number 2. So you guys tried solving this question number 2. Anyone ready with the answer? Yes, who all solved this question? It's a very good question and it is from your past examination. I want answers from everyone. You guys calculated the answers or not? Mehak, your answer is incorrect. So try to solve question number 2. This is from past examination and there is no rocket science. It's a very easy question. Just try to solve this question. I request you guys to solve the question number 2 and post your answers. I'm reading the question for your reference, wherein an umbrella manufacturer makes an average net profit of 2 rupees 50 paisa per piece on a selling price of 14 rupees 30 paisa by producing and selling 60,000 pieces. So in short, the details are given by an umbrella manufacturer, wherein the profit per piece is rupees 2 rupees and 50 paisa. Their selling price is 14 rupees 30 paisa, and they are selling 60,000 pieces. Their direct material cost is 3 rupees 50 paisa. Direct labor cost is 1 rupees 25 paisa. Work overheads are 6 rupees 25 paisa, wherein 50% is fixed and 50% is variable. Sales overheads are 80 paisa, wherein 25% it is variable and 75% it is fixed. During the current year, he intend to produce the same number of units. So, in the current year also, they are planning to manufacture 60,000 units at 60% capacity, but anticipates that the fixed charges will go up by 10%. So, herein they are anticipating that even though they will be able to manufacture 60,000 units, their fixed charges will go up by 10%, while the rate of labor and material will go up by 8% and 6% respectively. So, fixed charges has gone up, labor cost has gone up by 8%, material cost has gone up by 6%, but he has no option of increasing the selling price. So it means it's a very bad situation for the company, wherein they are able to still manufacture only 60,000 units, wherein their fixed cost has gone up by one second. Their fixed cost has gone up by 10%. Their labor cost has gone up by 8%. Material cost has gone up by 6%. But they have no other option. I mean, they can't increase the selling price. Now, under this tough situation, the company obtains an offer for 20% of its capacity. That is 60% capacity, 60,000 pieces. So 20% capacity, 20,000 pieces. So, what minimum price will you recommend for acceptance of offer to ensure that the manufacturer earn an overall profit of 1,67,300? It's not a tricky question. I want you guys to attempt this question and post your answers. Waiting for your answers. Waiting for your answers, guys. Mehak, your answer is incorrect. Khushi Gupta, your answer is incorrect. They are saying that what minimum price will you recommend for acceptance of offer to ensure that the manufacturer earn an overall profit of 167,300? I want you guys to post your answers quick on question number 2. Very good, Khushi and Mehak, but your answers are incorrect. Appreciate your efforts. Yes, Nikunj, Pooja, waiting for your answers. Ankita. At least attempt this question. It's a very good question. I'm just writing the basic figures that are given in the question. This is the data that is given in the question. I have just written this for your reference. I want you guys to post your opinion. See, herein, let me just give you a brief about the question wherein they are working at 60,000 capacity. So in this year also, they will be working at 60,000 capacity only. Now, herein they are getting an offer for additional 20,000 pieces. So what price you will quote to get an overall profit of 1,67,300? That is from the current 60,000 plus from the current 60,000 profit plus the additional 20,000 profit. They want a minimum profit of 167,300. So you have to calculate the price to earn this overall profit. I have not received answers from your end, students. The more you will participate, the better you will be with the concepts. Yes, Nikunj, Tanmay, ready with the answers? Ankita, waiting for your answers. You have to quote the price. When talking about from current production, my contribution will be how much? 60,000 into 5.91 per 5. This is the contribution I'm getting from the current production. Okay, so very good, Mujahid. Your answer is correct. Visual Aroda, very good. Your answer is correct. Very good. Appreciate your efforts. Very good, guys. So from current 60,000 production, 354,900 is my total contribution. And my total fixed cost, be it 60,000, be it 20,000, be it 80,000, my cost is constant. That is 245,850. So my profit from 60,000 units. How much profit I'm earning? 109050. Again, giving you a hint. Okay, so I've got answers. So only Mujahid and Visual, your answers are correct. Rest everyone incorrect answer. Now see, from current situation, see, from 60,000 units, we are able to generate a profit of 109050. My fixed cost is already recovered for the company. Now you have to recover only the variable cost and you have to earn profit. So now at least try to post the answers, correct answers, please. Anyone else ready with the answer? Yes, Hemin. I've got only two correct answer, Mujahid and Visual. Rest everyone incorrect answer. So see now, profit from 60,000 units, 109050. So profit desired profit from 20,000 units will be how much? Desired profit. See, overall profit expect. Okay, so I've got answer from one more students. That is incorrect. Kambira, your answer is incorrect. Hemin Maharaj, your answer is correct. Very good, Hemin, Mujahid, and Visual. Rest everyone incorrect answer. See, Kambira and Nikunj, Anil, 0.6. How come I got, see, 0.80 is the total sales overhead. Total sales overheads are 0.8, 25% is variable. So 75% will be fixed. 0.8 into 75%. And this is 6.25 into 50%. I hope it is clear, Anil. See, Hemin and Kambira, just, sorry, one second. See, Nikunj and Kambira, a very simple question from my end. When see they are selling the product at 14 rupees 30 paisa, these 60,000 units, they are selling it to the random customers at 14 rupees 30 paisa. And suppose if someone approaches that person that I want to give you a bulk order of 20,000 pieces, so definitely the price will be less than 14 rupees 30 paisa. So suppose even if you are the manufacturer also, and suppose if I approaches you, then my expectation will be what? Less than 14 rupees 30 paisa, because anyways you are selling it to the random customer at 14 rupees 30 paisa. So if I'm giving you a bulk order, my expectation will be way less than 14 rupees 30 paisa. So those who are getting the answer of more than 14 rupees 30 paisa, your answer is by default incorrect. Many students posted the answer. Still, Gabbar, Ankita, you have not posted the answer. Mehak, Khushi Kumari, I have not received your answer. So see, my desired profit from 20,000 units will be how much? See, my total expectation is how much? 1,67,300. My total expectation is 167,300 is my total expectation. Now from 60,000 pieces, I have recovered this much of profit, 109050. From 60,000 pieces, I have got this much of profit. So desired profit from balance 20,000 units is how much? So it means what? I want to earn how much from these 20,000 units? 58,250. This much I want to earn. Very good. Now, very important, guys. Just want a simple answer. What will be the manufacturing cost per unit of these 20,000 pieces? Will we include it? Will we include the fixed cost, or it will only be variable cost? Yes. What will be the cost to manufacture these 20,000 pieces? It will be the fixed cost or variable cost or total cost. Kushi Kumari, see. Okay. Yes, rest all post your opinion. Nikunj, very good. It is correct. Pooja, very good. It is correct. Well said, Anil. That only variable cost, because we have already recovered the fixed cost in 60,000 pieces only. My total fixed cost is how much? 245,850. This much I have already completed. This much I have already recovered, and I have deducted while calculating 109050. So this figure is already considered. So the cost to manufacture, very good, Hemin, very good, everyone. Fixed cost is already recovered. Very good, everyone. Now see, the cost to manufacture these 20,000 pieces will be how much? Very simple, the variable cost. See, we have the profit overall. So we can say we will calculate the profit per unit first of all. So 58,250 is my profit. So from 20,000 pieces. So per piece, how much profit I'm expecting? 2.9125. This is the profit I'm expecting. And the cost to manufacture these 20,000 umbrellas will be how much? Only 8.385 per piece. So my cost to manufacture this 8.385 and my profit expectation is 2.9125. So it means 11.2975. This price I want minimum for this 20,000 pieces. So when I will sit in the meeting, see, I'll say that my normal selling price is 14 rupees 30 paisa. I'll give you for 13 rupees. I'll give you for 12 rupees 50 paisa. But I know this very well that I can't go below this 11.2975. This much, so I want only 11 rupees 30 paisa on an average. I want only. Suppose if the deal get closed by 11 rupees 80 paisa, still I'm in extra profit. So whenever I'm sitting in meeting, I should be ready with this price that at least I want 11 rupees 11 rupees 30 paisa, not less than that much. This is what the scenario is. Anyone with any doubts or queries? So that's a very practical question, and generally these situations every business has to face practically. I request you guys to copy the solution. Along with this, write your explanation that why I have taken only variable cost. Because while you are revising, you will not be able to recollect. So what you will write, you will remember. So 60,000 pieces we have already recorded our fixed cost. It means the overall fixed cost is already covered in this profit of 109050. I request you guys to copy the explanation, please. So what say, guys? The question was, yes, Kushi, let's see. I hope you are finding the session good and interesting, Kushi. And I hope you are thorough with the concepts, Kushi. Hmm. So the question was easy or difficult, friends? Yes, the question was easy. I'll be explaining this part also, don't worry. So the point is, guys, don't get scared when you see a new question. Marginal costing, there is no end of marginal costing. If you solve 100 question, examiner can ask you 100 first question. So the key is make it a habit to attempt new questions. See, there are two subjects in inter-level. First one is financial management and second one is cost accounting. Trust me, guys, if these two subjects, if you're not thorough with the concept, you won't be able to attempt the paper if the paper is on the trickier side. And what I can observe in last 2-3 attempts, the papers are on the trickier side. So the point is focus on the concept, try to solve the questions in writing and make it a habit to attempt new questions. So एग्जाम में आप जो पढ़ के जा रहे हो क्वेश्चन जरूरी नहीं है कि वो आएगा. एग्जामिनर कैन आस्क एनीथिंग. Examiner will altogether ask altogether a new question. So make it a habit to solve new question. So this question was very easy. Yes, I'll be discussing at last this part. So now let's move towards question number 6. Let's move towards question number 6 of my material. Again, it's a very easy question, but the point is how you approach the solution, that is very important. So I want you guys to at least attempt this question. I'll give you 5 minutes time. I'm reading the question also for your reference. At least try to attempt the question. That is very important. Be it right, be it wrong. If you'll do some calculation, you will understand the question in a better way. So a company manufactures and sell 3 types of mobile handset. It also manufactured touchpad charger for mobile. The company has worked out the following estimates for the next year, wherein the mobiles are X5, X6, and X7, and the annual demand is given. The selling price per unit is given. The material cost per unit is given straight away. Labor cost is also given straight away. To encourage the sale of touchpad charger, a discount of 10% in its price is offered if it were to be purchased along with mobile. So if you purchase touchpad chargers along with the mobile phone, you will get a 10% discount. It is expected that the customer buying the mobile will also buy the touchpad charger. So out of 15,000 chargers, see 5 plus 4, 9 plus 3, 12. 12,000 chargers are sold at a discount of 10%, and rest remaining 3,000 chargers will be sold at MRP, that is 1,500 rupees. Now the company has an effective capacity of 35,000 labor hours. The capacity is only of 35,000 labor hours. So we have to check out. See, I'm just giving you the hints also how to approach the solution. So see, the company has the capacity of only 35,000 labor hours. The labor is paid at the rate 500 per hour. So we will be able to calculate the number of hours. Overtime of the labor has to be paid double the normal rate. It means for the normal hours, we are paying 500 rupees. And for the overtime hours, we have to pay the double of 500 rupees. So first point, very important point herein, we have to calculate the overtime hours. So what you guys have to do, very simple, our capacity is of 35,000 hours. See, just check out how many hours are consumed for manufacturing X5, X6, X7. So let's say if it is 40,000 hours, it means 35,000 hours we will be paying at a normal rate, and remaining 5,000 hours we will be paying at the overtime rate, that is double of the normal rate. So I'm just giving you enough of hints. I just want you guys to attempt the question. Now, other variable costs work out to 50% of the direct labor cost. Fixed cost is 1 crore. There will be no inventory. Prepare the statement of profitability. So I want you guys to attempt this question, at least giving you 5 minutes time. At least try to attempt this question. Okay, so you have already solved the question, Kushi. For the other students, I want you guys to attempt this question. You did it as homework, Kushi. Very good, Kushi. Let me check. Let everyone post the answer. Very good, Neha. So you solve this question as homework or just now in class only you solve this question? Yes, Neha. Very good, Neha. Rest everyone else. Giving you last 5 minutes time to post your answers. The point is at least try to attempt the question that is the key, guys. Very good visual. Let me check. Please recheck your calculation visual. I've got three different answers from three students. Neha Pandey and Khushi Kumari, how much overtime hours you have got? Yes, Neha and Khushi. What is the number of overtime hours you are getting? Visual, please check the number of overtime hours. Very good, Neha. It is correct. Yes, Khushi, how much hours? Mujahid, very good. It is correct. Yes, Khushi. Mehak, you solved this question. Overtime hours. I'm talking about the overtime hours, Mehak. Sorry, Khushi. Very good, Pooja. The answer is correct. Try to complete the solution. Last 2-3 minutes for you. Nikunj, your calculation is incorrect. Please recheck your calculation. The calculation of overtime hours is very easy, Nikunj. I'm surprised how come you didn't got the answer. So let's start with question number 6 from the material what I have provided. So let's start with sales first of all. X5, X6 and X7. X5, X6, X7. So it is 5,000, 4,000 and 3,000. 5,000, 4,000 and 3,000. And their selling price is how much? 8,000, 9,000, 12,000. Now, when talking about the touchpad charger, see, the number of mobiles sold are 5,000, 4,000 and 3,000. That is 12,000. So for 12,000 pieces, they will be offering a 10% discount. So the discount amount will be how much? 10% of the selling price. So it will be, they will be sold at 1350. And the remaining 3,000 pieces will be sold at MRP. So this is how we will get the total sales. Thirteen crore 27 lakh will be my total. I hope the total is correct. Now next is, let's start with the variable cost now. Material X5, X6, X7 and touch charger. It is, the price is given. So this will be my material cost. Labor cost also X5, X6, X7, touch, and overtime. So see, labor cost is 1000 rupees per unit. So can you guys tell me what will be my total labor cost? That's why I give you guys. That's why I give you guys time to at least attempt the question. So see, here in visual mention that sir, I have a doubt that sir, if there is a new question, then how to know that from where we have to start and firstly find what. So the point is visual. It will come with practice. So make it a habit to attempt new question. Be it right, be it wrong. At least write down your own answers. That is important. Visual, I think my total is correct. So what will be the total labor cost? Can anyone tell me? Yes, what will be the total labor cost? See, it is 4 crores. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 crore, 20 lakh is this much. So 11.2 is this much, 1.62 is this much, and 0.45. So it is 13 crore 27 lakh. Please recheck your calculation visual. What will be the total labor cost? See, I can write down the labor cost directly also. That is, I'm paying 35,000 labors at the rate 500 per hour. Now I need to calculate the overtime hours. So see, product X5, X6, X7, and charger. How much hours are required? So see, the labor is paid at the rate 500 rupees per hour, and the labor cost is rupees 2 per unit. So hours per unit is how much? 2 here, because 1000 divided by 500, 3 here, and 4 here. 4, how come 2000 divided by 500? That is 4 hours per unit. And herein 200 divided by 500, it is 0.4 hours per unit. Number of units we have is 5000, 4000, 3000, 5000, 4000, 3000, and 15,000. So hours required, total hours required, how much? 10,000 here, 12,000 here, 12,000 here, and 6,000 here. So total hours we have required is how much? 40,000 hours. So hours available is how much? 35,000. So overtime hours will be how much? 5,000. So in short, these units were manufactured with 40,000 hours. So for 35,000 hours, we are paying 500 per hours. And for the remaining 5,000 hours, we are paying 100 rupees per hour. So this is what will be my total labor cost. So for 35,000 hours, we are paying them at the rate 500 per hour. And for 5,000 hours, we are paying them at the rate 1,000 per hour. So it is 2 crore 25 lakh. Further, the question is saying that we do have variable overheads also, and that are 50% of the direct labor cost. So 2 crore 25 lakh into 50%, it will be 1 crore 12 lakh 50,000. So this is all what about variable cost, material, labor, and variable overhead. So this is how we will get contribution. So this is my contribution. If we subtract fixed cost, we'll be getting profit, and the fixed cost is how much? 1 crore. So it will be 5 crore 54 lakh 50,000. This is the final answer. Anyone with any doubts or queries? We are done with this question now. So where exactly the things went wrong? How come you are not being able to calculate these overtime hours? It was very simple, wherein you have to calculate the hour per unit, multiplied it by number of units, you will get the total hours minus hours available is 35,000. So what went wrong? Yes, Nikunj. See, when talking about the calculation of overtime, see, we have calculated hours per unit. See, the total labor cost is given and the rate at which we are paying the labor is also given. See, the total labor cost in the first case is 1,000 rupees and we are paying them at the rate 500 rupees. So 2 hours for X5, 3 hours for X6 and 4 hours for X7 and zero point 0.4 hours for the touch charger. If we multiply it by units, we will get the total hours consumed. That is 40,000 hours. Of this, 35,000 hours were available. So 5,000 hours were my overtime. I hope it is clear, visual. Yes, Nikunj. How come you got incorrect answer? Khushi Kumari, Nikunj. Mehak, I hope you are thorough with the concepts now. Any doubts, Mehak? No worries, that's okay. Those who want to copy the solution, see, you know what? One second. Many of the students face this problem that they are not being able to start the problem. So the point is how to approach the question, that is very important. So read the question in one go once and then try to write down the extracts of the question. See, you must have observed that in many classes when the questions are lengthy, I write down the extracts of the question. Sometimes even the questions are new for me. So if a new question comes to me, I will write down the extracts of the question, that what all information is given in the question. Once you will write down the extracts and then you will read the question, you will find the question much better and much more easier as compared to the first go that, okay, when you read the question first, I mean, you'll find it difficult, but yes, when you'll write down the extracts and then you will read the question, you will feel much better. This is the correct way to approach the lengthy question and tricky question. See, Mehak, again, you and Visual also ask the same things as sir. Whenever we see new questions, how to solve, what to solve, it is very difficult. So that's why Mehak and Visual, I give you many questions. I give you many questions in the live session to solve. So you will guys will develop a habit that, okay, if I see a new question, how to approach it. So there are many students who are posting the answer, and I just encourage everyone, be it right, be it wrong, do post your answer. See, right now you are learning the chapter, so attempting the question is the key. Be it right, be it wrong, it doesn't make any difference. The point is, if you are attempting a tricky question, that is very good, so it's a good sign. I hope you are finding the things much better from the first session, Mehak, with marginal costing. I think you solved this question also, but your answer was incorrect, right? So the practice is the key. Try to solve new questions, as many as possible new questions on your own. Don't just rush to check the solution that is given in the material or in the answer key. Better prepare your own solution and then check the final answer. For 10 times, your answer will be incorrect. But trust me, 11th time, you will be more confident and you will get the correct answer. Anyone else with any doubts or queries in this question? So see, we have covered question number 1 from the material what I have provided. 2, I have covered. Third question also, that is related to shutdown point, I have discussed in detail, and I hope you guys are not trying to memorize the formula of shutdown point. Just try to understand the concept. Thereafter, we discuss the concept of sales mix also. Question number 5 was a good question. Question number 6, a lengthy question, but was easy. Question number 7, that was splash and flash. That was basically related to the simple mathematics, what we have discussed in first and second class. So now question number 8 is related to sales mix. I request you guys to pay attention. Question number 8 is related to sales mix. It's a very easy question. So just try to solve it. Question 9th is again a basic calculation based question. So you will be able to solve it easily. And question number 10th, the indifference point, the point where herein they have given clearly that the point where the profits are same. Sometimes you indifference point they might give you the data that wherein the costs are same. So they will give you the briefing for the same. So indifference point is also the key. So now there is a query from Mehak that, sir, there is a problem in question number 3 of the study material. So I request you guys to open study material. Rest all the question you were able to solve, Mehak. Any doubts in any other questions, Mehak? I request you guys to open illustration number 3. Again, it's a simple mathematics based question. Those who have not attempted this question, at least read the question and try to solve this. Don't check the solution of the study material. It's just the simple mathematics what I have discussed in the first session. Just read the question, don't check the solution, and again try to attempt it. Yes, Visual, Neha, do try to attempt it. Done with this question, guys? Okay, let me check. Very good, Mehak. Done with this question? What do you guys do? Let's take a break of 15 minutes. Read this question once or twice, and try to attempt the question. Just try to do the calculation on your own. That is important. So let's take a break of 15 minutes. Admin sir, are you there? Welcome back, friends. So I hope you guys were able to solve illustration number 3. So I'm just discussing this for your reference. So illustration number 3, 1 second. So illustration number, see, a company has a PV ratio of 40%. Compute by what percentage must the sales be increased to offset 20% reduction in selling price. So let me explain this language. Currently, the company is having a PV ratio of 40%. Now, how much quantity should be increased that they continue to earn the same amount of profit if there is a reduction in 20% by of selling price? So let's say we'll solve this directly with the help of, let's say, assume units sold are 100 and selling price per unit is, let's say, 10. So what will be my total sales, quantity, price and amount? 100, 10, 1000. What will be my variable cost? 100. Since the PV ratio is 6, so my contribution will be 400. And my PV ratio is how much? 40%. Now they are saying that we are planning to revise the price. We are planning to revise the price and we are reducing the price by 20%. So what will be the new selling if 20% reduction in selling price? So my new selling price will be how much? 10 minus 20%, that will be 8. My variable cost per unit will be constant, that is 6. So my contribution per unit will be how much? 4. And my new PV ratio will be how much? Sorry. My new PV ratio will be how much? 2 divided by 8 into 100. That is 25%. Now the question is saying that even though the price is reduced to 8, we want to earn the same amount of profit. That is 400 as contribution. So very simple. We want a contribution of 400 with this new PV ratio, that is 25%. So how much sales is required? 1600 rupees is the sales. It means what we can see is that the sales is increased from 1000 to 1600. So if we increase the total sales from 1000 to 1600, we will be able to offset the reduction in selling price. So how much is the increment? 600. From what? 1000 into 100. So we can say 60% increase in overall sales. Further, see, our sales is 1600 now. To earn the same amount of contribution with this 25% PV ratio, we have to make the sales of 1600 at a price of 8. It means what? How many units we have to sell? How many units we have to sell? 200 units. How many units we have to sell? 200. So very simple, very simple. To offset the reduction in selling price by 20%, the overall sales need to be increased by 60%. And sales quantity, see, earlier my quantity was 200. Now my quantity, sorry, earlier my quantity was 100. Now my quantity is 200. It means the overall sales will be increased, need to be increased by 60%, and units will be increased by 100%. So instead of 100 units, we have to sold 200 units to offset this reduction in selling price. So this is all what about illustration. Yes, Mehak, hopefully your query is resolved. Anyone else with any doubts or queries? Yes. Anyone else with any doubts or queries? That I'll be just write a mail to cma-inter@icai.in. I'll be addressing your query, Khushi, on this point. Now, let me discuss one case scenario. Let me discuss one case scenario from past RTP. So let me take a case scenario. 1 second, guys. May 2026. I'll be discussing the case scenario of May 2026 RTP. I request you guys to please open May 2026 RTP. I'll be discussing the case study, case scenario of May 2026 RTP. You can just type over Google May 2026 RTP, IPCC, you will get the link and you can open. I'm discussing case scenario number 2. I'm discussing this case scenario number 2. May 2026 RTP. So let's start with this question. Again, see, don't get confused with the case scenario. In fact, the case scenarios are much more easier than the practical questions what we have discussed. So see how to approach the case scenario also I teach you guys. So see, White Collar Private Limited is a company engaged solely in manufacture of shirts, which are bought mainly by the office goers. Currently, the company sells its product directly to the retailers. So in short, there is a company, White Collar Private Limited. They are manufacturing shirts. They have their own retail stores or whatever it is, and they are selling directly to the customers, which are generally the office goers. So they are just selling it to the retailers, that is the retail counters, and retail counters are selling it to the customers. So basically they are the manufacturer. They just directly approach the retailers and retailers sell the shirts to the final consumer. In the recent year, the sales has steadily declined due to rising competition. The forecast for the next year suggests that the current decline in profit is expected to persist. So the situations are going to be very tough for the company. The management believes that a profit of 60 lakh is necessary to ensure an adequate return on the capital. Thus, it asked the marketing director to review the marketing policy. So they want that minimum we should earn 60 lakh rupees profit as a return on capital employed. And so they have asked the marketing director to review the marketing policy. Now the marketing director submits the following profit and loss account for the year, for the last year, along with 3 proposals available with him. So they have shared the last year profit and loss account wherein the total sales revenue was 50,000 shirts and they're selling it at 1,500 each. The factory cost is material, labor, variable factory overheads, fixed factory overheads, fixed administration overheads, selling and distribution, wherein sales commission is variable, delivery cost is variable, and fixed selling cost is also given. So they have given the total cost and they are earning a profit of 1,500 and the figures are in lakhs. Sorry, figures are in 1,000. So they are earning a profit of 15 lakh rupees. So now the proposals are given wherein they have three proposals, proposal 1, proposal 2, and proposal 3. The first proposal says 10% reduction in selling price, which may increase demand by 40%. The first thing what they are saying is that straight away reduce the price by 10%, the demand will shoot up by 40%. Second proposal is selling 25,000 units to eFlip. Might be a online selling platform. So herein they have mentioned also selling of 25,000 units to eFlip, an online platform selling products directly to the customers at a particular price. eFlip would transport the shirts from White Collar Private Limited to its own warehouse. So ultimately 25,000 is the order we have to deliver. eFlip will just pick up and will load it in their warehouse. So thus abolishing the delivery cost. So it means what? There will be no delivery cost because eFlip will be arranging the pickup. So thus abolishing the delivery cost and sales commission to be paid for each sale by White Collar Private Limited. So in short, if we go with eFlip of 25,000 pieces, first of all, no need to pay sales commission. Second thing, no delivery cost also. So there will be a saving in delivery cost. There will be a saving in sales commission. However, if a suitable price is negotiated, White Collar Limited would contribute 45 lakh towards the online order catalog cost and provide special packaging at 75 rupees per shirt. So there are 2 points. First thing is that what they will save, and second point is how much they will spend extra. So when talking about saving, see, the first thing what they will be saving is the delivery cost, and second thing will be the selling commission. Now, since they are planning to sell the product via online platform, so they have to prepare a catalog with the models and models for their various shirts what they are offering. So they have to prepare the catalog, and the catalog will cost 45 lakh rupees. And further, they have to arrange a special packing also at a cost of 75 rupees per shirt. So there are two additional costs. First one is 45 lakh, the cost of catalog, that is a fixed cost. And apart from this, a special packaging cost of 75 rupees per shirt. Remaining 25,000 units could be sold at a price of 1,500 each as per the existing business. So when talking about the breakup of 50,000, 25,000 pieces, they can sell it in the market, and 25,000 pieces, they will sell it to eFlip. But yes, there will be a saving in two types of cost, and there will be additional two cost. The third proposal, what they are giving is that 10% price reduction together with an advertisement campaign of 22,50,000, which may boost the sales by 60%. So there is one more proposal that they reduce the price from 1,500 to 1,350. Plus, apart from this, incur an additional advertisement cost of 22,50,000 that will boost the sales by 60%. My current sales is of 50,000 units, that will be increased to 80,000 units. So now, very important, guys. Now read the question in one go, then we will be able to understand that what all we have to prepare. So from the following information given above, you are required to figure out the following for the managerial decision making, wherein first is the PV ratio break-even sales based on the last year accounts. So from the last year accounts, that is the given profit statement, we have to prepare PV ratio and break even sales. Done. Second point, profit and loss from proposal first. So it means we have to prepare the income statement of proposal first also. Third point, what they are asking is with respect to proposal first, how many number of units white collar would need to sell 1350 each to earn a desired profit of 60 lakh. So in short, in the first proposal, if we want to earn a profit of 60 lakhs, so how many units need to be sold? Now, fourth question about the second proposal, wherein with respect to proposal second, how much selling price per unit be offered to flip that would at least break even on this proposal. So we have to calculate the break even price, that at what price we should go ahead, so that neither we should suffer loss. If we are not earning profit, then we should not suffer loss. So we have to just calculate the break even price for this proposal. And the fifth point, what they are asking is profit and loss from proposal third would be, okay, profit and loss from the proposal third. So these are the 5 questions what they are asking. So now let's start with the solution. So let's start with the solution now. Yes, Anil. I'm not getting what you are saying, Anil. The point is you have to read the question in one go, first of all. You have to read the question in one go, then at least you will get a picture that what all I have to prepare and present. So anyways, let's start with this question. So my selling price is how much? 1500. Variable cost is how much? See, the direct material cost is 7,500. So material cost is 1 second, 150 rupees per shirt. The labor cost is 26,250 divided by 50. That is 525 is the labor cost. Variable factory overhead 4,500 divided by 50. That is 90. Fixed factory overhead will be considering separately. Now see, sales commission is 2% of the sales. So 1500 into 2. 1500 into 2%. So this will be 30 rupees as the sales commission. Further, there is one more variable cost, that is delivery cost is the variable cost. So delivery cost is 75 rupees. This is the detailed breakup. So 150 plus 525 plus 90 plus 30 plus 75. My variable cost is 870. My contribution per unit will be how much? That is 630. Further, my fixed cost also we can calculate. Fixed factory overheads are 16,500. Fixed admin overheads are 10,000. And other fixed overheads, fixed selling and distribution overheads are 3,000. 16,500. 10,000. Now see the first question, what they are asking is, you are required to calculate the PV ratio and break-even sales in value based on the last year accounts. So PV ratio will be how much? 630 divided by 1500. So this will be 42%. And break-even sales will be how much? 30,000 divided by 42%. So this will be 71,428,571. 71,428.571. Writing in 3 decimals because the figures are in thousands. That's why. So C 71,428,571 and 42%. So B is the correct answer. So the correct answer is B. Anyone with any doubts or queries in this question? The question was very easy. No, see, there are 3 separate proposals. Proposal 1, proposal 2, and proposal 3. Which 54,750 you are talking about, dear? This is the total. That is the total factory cost: 7,500, 26,250, 4,500, and 16,500. So the total is 54,750. I hope it is clear. Yes, Vijwal and Anil, any doubts? Yes, Vijwal. Anil, any doubts? Now move towards the second question, wherein they are asking that profit and loss from first proposal would be. So first proposal they are saying, what they are saying, that first proposal they are saying is that 10% reduction in selling price, which may increase the demand by 40%. So second point, I think it is second, right? Yes. 1 second. So question number is second. So revised selling price will be how much? 1500 minus 10% of 1500. So that is 1350. Now see, when talking about variable cost also, very important guys, this will be same, this will be same, this will be same. Delivery cost will be same. But see, this is calculated as 2% of 1500. So this will change. So my variable cost is 870. We will subtract 30 rupees and we will add what? 1350 into 2%. That is 25. That is 27. So my new variable cost will be 870 minus 30 plus 27. That is 867. So my contribution will be how much? Because see, the sales commission is based on the sales. So that's why the variable cost will be revised. 483 will be my contribution. Now, units will be how much? They are saying that it will increase by 40%. So we can say into 140%. So units will be how much? 70,000. So what will be my total contribution? 70,000 into 483. I'm just writing it in thousands only, figures in thousands only. So 33,810. My fixed cost is how much? 30,000. So 3810 triple zero. So 38 lakh 10,000. So second question is done. Wherein, see, let's check the question now. It is second question is the correct answer will be C. So C will be the correct answer and 38 lakh 10. Now let's move towards the third part, wherein with respect to proposal first, how many number of units White Collar Private Limited would need to sell at 1350 to earn a desired profit of 60 lakhs? So very simple. So 60 lakh is my desired profit plus my fixed cost is how much? 60 lakh hai, so we will convert it in thousands only. So 6,000 is my desired profit. Again, figures are in thousand plus my fixed cost is 30,000 divided by my contribution per unit is how much? 483. So it is not 6,000, it is 60 lakhs. So it will be 74.534. Or we can say 74,534 units. So let's check the options now. 74,534. So B is the correct option. So B is the correct answer. So we are done with the third point also. Anyone with any doubts or queries? Very good visual. Very good, Nikunj. So anyone with any doubts or queries? Yes. So I think you guys are finding this question much more easier as compared to the questions what we have discussed, right, guys? So don't get scared with that. Oh, it's a case scenario. Something rocket science will be there. Trust me, guys. Generally, the questions of the case scenarios are comparatively very easy as compared to the questions that are asked straight away related to any chapter. So the point is try to break down the question. Question को आप parts में तोड़िए and then try to solve it. So let's move towards the next part wherein they are talking about that with respect to proposal second, how much selling price per unit be offered to e-flip that would result that would at least break even on this proposal, that at least the break even price what we have, that we can't go below that price, that is what we have to figure out. So I'm erasing this part. Those who want to copy this part can please copy this part. I will be erasing this part now. Or anyways, I'll be erasing this part specifically, not this part. So those who want to copy this part can please copy. I'll be removing second and third solution now. So let's move towards question number 4, wherein with respect to proposal second, how much selling price per unit be offered to e-flip that would at least break even on this proposal. One second. Question number is 4th. Second proposal. Now, when talking about second proposal, we have to first calculate the cost of manufacturing. When talking about the cost of manufacturing a product, it is basically the variable cost. So cost to manufacture or variable cost. There will be no change in material cost. It will remain same. There will be no change in labor cost. It will remain same. There will be no change in variable factory overhead. It will be the same. Sales commission we will save. Delivery cost we will save. These are the two costs that we will be saving, but additional packing cost we have to incur. That is how much? 75 rupees. 150 plus 525 plus 90 plus 75. So this is 840 is what the cost to manufacture a product. Apart from this, we are incurring a cost of how much? 45 lakh. Apart from this much is done, huh? Apart from this, we are incurring a catalog also whose cost is how much? 45 lakh. And how many units we will be manufacturing from this? 25,000. So per unit goes to 180. So break even price means the price where we neither earn nor lose will be 840 is the manufacturing cost and 180 is the catalog cost, or we can say the fixed cost. So 840 plus 180, that is 1020 is the net cost of this proposal to me. So my price could not go below 1020. So let's say we are selling this product at 1500 rupees. We can offer a deal that we will give you for 1200 or we can give you for 1100, but we can't go below 1020. See, in the previous question, that is question number 2 of my material, the question is just similar to the question number 2 of my material, that is whether to accept the proposal or not to accept. So in question number 2, we have to quote the price to recover the profit. And there was no additional cost of these 20,000 pieces. But herein, for these 25,000 pieces, there is an additional cost of 45 lakh rupees. So 1020 is the break-even price. So we can say D is the correct answer. Anyone with any doubts or queries, you guys can post. Thank you so much, Anil. Those who want to copy this explanation can please copy. These types of questions generally comes with 2 marks each. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 5 points, 10 marks this question comes for. So it's just like a bonus marks to you guys. One of the students asked that how much marks these types of questions carries. So it's generally 10 marks. And if they're asking the additional point, let's say herein in this question, there are 5 points. So the weightage is of 10 marks. If they're asking 8 to 9 questions on a particular question, then it will be 2 marks each for every MCQ. So we are done with this question. We are done with this part now. Now let's move towards the last part of the question. So generally every MCQ is of 2 marks. So the point is read the question carefully, then read what all they are asking carefully and then start approaching. Just make a rough picture how we'll approach the solution so that you can get the things done in a minimum. I mean, the time management is the key when it comes to these types of questions. No, Kushi, when talking about this proposal only, what is my break-even price? That is the key, Kushi. Let's proceed further. Now, the last part, what they are asking is profit and loss from proposal third. So very simple. So this is what the fifth question. They are asking the profit or loss from proposal third. So let's get back to the proposal third. 10% reduction in price together with an advertisement campaign. So if we are reducing the price by 10%, so my new selling price will be the same. That is 1350. My variable cost again, see it is 870 minus 30 rupees is my commission. My new commission will be 1350 into 2%. That is 27. So this will be that is 867 will be my new price. Sorry, new variable cost. So my contribution will be how much? This exercise we have already done in question number second. So anyways, since the space was the constant, so the contribution will be 483. Now, my total contribution will be how much? See, the number of units will be increased by 60%. 60% means 50,000 into 60%, that is 30,000. So the number of units will be 80,000 into 483. So this will be 38,640 minus my fixed cost is how much? 30,000 minus my additional advertisement cost is how much? 2250. In thousands, it will be 2250. So we will get the final profit. That is 6390. So 63,90,000. Just check the final answer. See, I think it is A only. So A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. So this is the way you guys have to deal with case scenarios. Jash Agarwal, today is my last session of this batch. So whatever the doubts you have, I'm there with you till the last date of your exams. So you just write a mail to CMA-inter, not underscore inter, CMA-inter@ICAI.in. This is my last session for this class. So just write a mail to CMA-inter@ICAI.in addressing my name. I'll be personally taking care of all of your queries. Same here, visual. Yes, you can just show it as a working note as a part of your answer, because yes, examiner do need working notes also. That I can't say. You just drop in your feedback. The management will look into it. So even Jash Agrawal, you just post your feedbacks on my classes, and all of the students who were regular in my class, just do post your feedbacks. That I hope you, I mean, whether you enjoyed the sessions or not, the sessions were conceptual, or the faculty tried to cover all your queries or not. So whatever your honest feedbacks are, just do post your feedback. That will help us to improve. Even, I mean, it will help me a lot to improve myself also. There is always a window of improvement. So your feedbacks are very important to us. So just, I request you guys to post your feedbacks today only of my all my sessions, and of the other faculties also it is needed. So do post your feedbacks, guys. Just Agarwal, you can just post the feedback. So guys, this is all what about this case scenario. So the point is that these case scenarios are not like rocket science. Generally, the questions are way easier than the other question. So it's like, if 10 questions they are asking, and every question generally will be of 2 marks. 20 marks are the bonus marks for these case scenario. So don't get demotivated that, okay, the question is lengthy. How will I solve this question? Better start with the other question. No, these are simply the bonus marks. The point is, if you are thorough with the concepts, be it any chapter, be it marginal costing, standard costing, or any chapter, if you are thorough with the concepts and if you have practiced lots of questions, trust me, the easiest question of the paper is what? The case scenario. So the case scenarios are generally to score good marks for the students. So that is the key. So the point in costing, as I discussed also, it's all what about concepts. I have taken those who are finding difficulties in any of the chapters. I have taken marginal costing in the previous batch. Sorry, material costing I have taken, overheads I have taken, activity based costing also I have taken in few of the previous batches. Thereafter, process costing I have taken in depth. Apart from this, I have taken cost sheet I have taken in this batch also. So almost all the chapters I have covered in the previous batches. So you can just type over YouTube or Institute portal costing CA Vipin Bora. You will get all my classes. I have covered each and every concept in detail in all my classes. See, in this batch, I have taken care of cost sheet, marginal costing, and standard costing, and service costing. So these 4 chapters I have covered. But in the previous batches, you will find my sessions on material, activity-based costing also, overheads also. So it's like, if you're finding it difficult, you can just refer my previous classes also. And still, if you find any sort of difficulty, be it this batch or be it any batch I have related to the chapters, whatever the chapters I have covered in any of my previous batches also, just write a mail, cma-inter@icai.in. I'm there to address all your queries. Don't worry. Just treat me like your friend. I'm very cool and calm. So just treat me like your friend. Whatever the queries you have, do post your queries. Do just write a mail. I'll be here to address all your queries. So the key is, there is no alternate of hard work. Try to solve as many as possible questions in writing. Prepare your own solution sheet. Rather than referring the solution, as I've mentioned in the previous classes also, prepare your own solution. The presentation may vary from the study material. See, in standard costing also, many students were finding difficulty in solving the question. But once I prepared that master chart, they were saying that, okay, sir, now it is easy. So prepare your own solution, present it in a better way, and then trust me, no one can stop you from scoring 75% plus marks in costing. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to miss you. Thank you so much for your time and patience and for active participation in the session. Good luck for your exams and God bless you. If anything, then you can just write a mail to me. And without fail, do post your feedbacks. Yes, visual. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much, Mehak. Thank you so much, Mujahid. Do post your feedbacks. Thank you so much. Wish same here in Ikonj. Thank you so much, Hemen. So that is the key. Focus on the concepts rather than memorizing the formulas. There are no formulas in costing. Specifically, apart from labor, rest, there are no formulas in cost accounting. So focus on the concept. Try to memorize the concept. That is the key. What I've observed, many students goes to random classes or they do refer some material. And many classes do teach the formulas. Trust me, guys, there are no formulas. Try to understand the concepts. You will find you will start loving costing. You will be in love with costing. Costing is a very interesting subject. So the point is, focus on the concept. You will love this subject and no one can stop you from scoring 75% marks. Thank you so much, Neha. So take care, guys. Mail ID is cma-inter@icai.in. Address my name. I'll be there to take care of your queries personally. Thank you so much. God bless you. Wish you good luck for your exams. Take care. Thank you so much. Admins are done, sir. Thank you. Offline now?